Shiny viewers, I am DS, your psychologist, and welcome to another episode on Channel NITT. So this has been a really grueling day for me. Why? Because I woke up at 3 AM this morning due to a very bad toothache. So my tooth has been acting up since 3 days ago because of a decay, and it has gotten so bad that I woke up in my sleep in huge immense pain, and I couldn't fall asleep thereafter. So I tried to resume my sleep, but the pain was so intense that I knew immediately that I have to see a dentist today. I could not drag any further. So I climbed out of bed and went to the internet to look for a dentist near me. So silly me, I thought that by making an appointment, I could immediately go down to the dentist at 9 AM when it opens and I will have a slot. But it apparently doesn't work that way. So when I went down to the first dental clinic that I actually made an appointment with, they said that they have to approve of it first. There's no slot.
The number you are trying to reach is currently unavailable. Please try again later.
So after that, I went to call every dental clinic around me, and finally I found one which had a slot at 3 PM. So this means I have to go through 12 hours of intense toothache. So at this juncture, I want to pause and talk about pain, because in psychology we also learn about how pain comes about. There are theories of pain. There are at least two different theories of pain. So one theory talks about pain as a signal passed along a nerve. So in this case, probably I'm feeling the toothache because there may be exposed nerve cells. So another theory of pain suggests that pain is just an output sent to your brain to tell you that a part of the body is not functioning properly. So according to this theory, my perception of pain is but only a signal that I receive from a part of my body to tell me that I need to attend to this part of the body because there is something wrong with it. In this case, there's a tooth decay. So I woke up at 3 AM and the dental appointment was fixed at 3 PM. So I had to go through 12 hours of excruciating pain. It was really very painful. So initially, the pain was very sharp. It felt as if somebody is boxing and punching my left cheekbone. After a while, towards the end, even my ear felt painful. So by 2 PM, it just felt as if somebody is pushing a rod right through my ear, down my throat. So this is a very stressful situation for the Entj, and to cope with this situation, I tried out all the different remedies that I could think of to see if it can ease the pain. So I'm going to share with you what I did and whether it really works. So the first thing that I did to ease the pain is to brush the decayed tooth. Does it help? Temporarily, yes, maybe for about 1 to 2 minutes, but the pain comes back. So the next thing that I did was I used mouthwash. I gargled and I gargled. Does it help? Yes, for a moment only. So maybe for 5 minutes there is no pain, but then the pain soon returned. So just now I presented two different theories of pain. One is a physical theory, another one is a cognitive theory. So based on the brushing of teeth and the mouthwash, it seems that the physical theory is supported. However, I also did other things that seem to support the cognitive theory. So another thing that I did was that I took painkillers. The interesting thing about painkillers is that immediately after taking the oral pill, the pain seemed to have gone. So this is very unlikely because the medication usually does not take so quickly a time to take into effect. So I'm suspecting that sometimes it's all in the mind. Giving yourself a treatment helps to ease the pain on its own. Another thing that I did was I pounded the painkiller into very fine powder and I start using it to apply onto the tooth itself. Does it work? Temporarily as well. It worked for about 15 minutes, which is very good already considering that the pain was quite intense. So here it is possible that applying the painkiller directly onto the tooth has numbed the nerve endings. Another thing that I tried to do is to try to sleep, but this is a complete failure. It was so painful that I could not get back into sleep. So I also tried to watch YouTube videos and it did help a little bit, So there was still a pain, but it got milder. So I think that the videos have helped to distract me from the pain. And because of that, I think that the cognitive theory of pain is also supported. So this is also why in clinics, when receiving an injection, the nurse will tell you to look away or think of something else, not focus on the injection. Why? Because if you focus on the pain itself, naturally the pain will become more intense because now you're giving all your attention to it. So one of the things that I decided to do after a while is to get out of the house. So I started to go on bus rides. So in the bus, I listened to music. So I tried listening to fast songs, I tried listening to sad songs. Actually, the effect is the same. It did help to ease the pain quite a bit because I am focusing on the lyrics, and as I am cognitively occupied, I am no longer thinking about the pain. So the pain did come back physically, but I think it was much better when I was outside my house. So cognitively, you can occupy yourself with thoughts, you can also occupy yourself with emotions. So I experimented. So I want to know whether making myself happy can help me to forget my pain. Unfortunately, because FI is my inferior function, it is hard for me to focus on happiness on its own, so this strategy didn't work. But maybe it could work for you. So I also tried something silly. I tried poking my right cheek. So the left cheek is where the pain is, right? So my hypothesis is, by poking on my right cheek, I am actually bluffing my brain or my mind that there is pressure somewhere else. I want to see if it works. It only worked for about 3-4 seconds. So very interestingly, around 2:30 p.m, the pain got very intense. That was where I told you it felt as if there was a rod going right through my ear, down my throat. Why did this intense pain come at 2:30 p.m? So sometimes you have this experience of diarrhea, right? You can endure and hold your... But then, you try to find a toilet. The moment you enter a toilet, it seems as if it's gushing out. The pain becomes more intense because your body is getting ready for excretion. So in my case, the 2:30 pain was really very intense because the brain knows that help is along the way. So it is signaling stronger to tell you that please go and seek help now. Nonetheless, the pain was quite bad, so I felt really blessed to have an appointment on the same day itself, because a lot of people tell me that it is very difficult for you to find an immediate booking on the same day. So the dentist told me that my tooth is beyond repair, so I have two options: to either do a root canal or to extract it. Unfortunately, the facility at the dental clinic that I went to is too small for them to perform a root canal treatment on me. So if I wanted a root canal treatment, I will have to visit a specialist on Monday. I couldn't wait anymore. It was so painful. So I told them, please just extract my tooth. But under normal circumstances, I've done my research. I know that if you can save a tooth, then you better save the tooth and just retain it. So now I'm going to show you the tooth that got extracted. It is really badly decayed. So I wouldn't want to go through this type of pain again. So it is a very clear warning to me that even though I am SI blind, I really need to watch my dental hygiene. Okay, I hope that you found this video interesting and fun. So if you have not subscribed, do consider subscribing so that we can bring you more fun stuff and psychology. Okay, I'm going to sign off now and I'll see you in my next episode. Goodbye!